Hi, this is Bethany with Recherche Kennels, and I'm so excited to introduce to you for the very first time Miss Purple of Abbie and Ethan's litter. Miss Purple was born on November 7th, so she has been in training for quite some time. We do know her personality very, very well. Now, Miss Purple is scored on 3 different numbers. The first number is her dependency. She has scored a 6 out of 10 for dependency, so she is a slightly dependent girl. She absolutely loves to be held and cuddled. She's not a needy puppy by any means, and she will also be okay self-entertaining. She gets a 5 for activity, and that's a 5 out of 10, so she is a very balanced, very mellow girl for activity. She's not gonna be a hyper puppy by any means, but she's also not lazy either. She is doing well in training, and she's gonna be a great companion if you want to go on a casual walk and also play in the backyard, but she's very cuddly as well. And then she gets a 4 for confidence. So a 4 out of 10 for confidence. This does mean that she is a softer puppy in the litter. She is not fearful, and she's still a very, very sweet girl. Once again, also doing well in training. Sometimes with that lower confidence score, you can get a little bit more of a fearful puppy or a puppy that may have some submissive urination. She does not have any of those issues, and she's a very good girl. Now, she can go home after completing Canine College, and this is training until 16 weeks of age, and she can go home on February 27th. The next training level is Master's Program. This is training until 20 weeks of age, and she can go home on March 27th. And then the last training level is training until 6 months of age, and that is our Doggy Doctorate Program, and she can go home on May 7th. Now, if you would like to take her home in between these dates, that's totally fine, and we can just prorate the difference for that. Now, there are 2 things that separate us from all breeders that you will ever encounter. The first thing is our health clearances. We do have the healthiest English Cream Goldens, and we have the most health clearances of all English Cream Goldens in what they need to have. The second thing is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you scroll all the way down, you will see individual pictures of her parents. You can click on each individual picture, and it will take you to their parents' page, and you will see a video about them as well as all of their health clearances. Now, Abbie is a larger female at 66 pounds, and Ethan is a medium-sized male at 70 pounds. So Miss Purple is the smallest girl in the litter, so we do estimate her to be somewhere in the 55 to 65 pound range. Now, she has been doing great in training, so we are now gonna show you Miss Purple in training, showing you her individual training, as well as you will see and hear a summarize of our Puppy Training Institute.
Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Cot. You will definitely want to buy a Cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training, and this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate, and a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out, and a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute.
Now, if you scroll down on Miss Purple's page, you will see photos of her that we took today. If you look directly above those photos, you will see individual pricing. Now, this is not Miss Purple's pricing, this is just an example, so you want to go to her page to see her individual pricing. If you are interested in Miss Purple, you can scroll all the way down and you will see a link that says Puppy Application. Click on the link that says Puppy Application and go ahead and fill that out and send that in to us. We will respond as soon as possible. If you don't hear from someone within 24 hours, please reach out, as we may not have received that application. We hope that you have enjoyed seeing Abbie and Ethan's Miss Purple, and thank you so much. Good job.